What?
of Oregon. Crumple the entire landmass into a blade, fly it over to Japan, and swing it at Denji.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. This GG's. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That's insane, bro. This right here should be interesting, bro. I have no idea. Like, I can't. Like, I'm coming into this. Like, well, when I think about it, I don't know anything about Denji. I did watch season 1 of Chainsaw Man, but I don't know what he scales to in the manga. But I have seen some crazy ass shit about Makima and some of the things that she's done via TikTok clips. And low key, I know Prime Yuji, like peak of the power Yuji, like, you feel me, like recent shit. I know what he's like. I know how he's moving, and I'm not gonna lie, he a demon. But the things that I've seen from Makima, and if I can just like match that, or just like, you know, match that to Denji, if I can put her feats on to Denji, then I low key might have Denji in this. Not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. Dead ass. But I don't know. Like, I really don't know. So I only know Yuji.
Say your
so we
prayers.
don't see though. Makima was crazy.
Yuji versus Denji.
The Vessel of Sukuna versus the Chainsaw Man.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would
Weapons,
win
armors,
a death
and
battle.
skills. Yuji got no weapon. He just got hands, bro.
Yuji
Just
Itadori was
hands.
one thing, he was strong. As his grandfather lay dying, he made Yuji promise to help others and not to die alone.
A promise Yuji would keep by joining Jujutsu High, a school for up-and-coming sorcerers training to rid the world of curses.
Oh yeah, okay. Look, 83 years of age. Yeah, they using Prime Yuji. Like I said, this could be a problem, bro.
Essentially monsters manifested by humanity's fears, hatreds, and anxieties.
Just one problem for Yuji. Unlike everybody else, he didn't have a magical curse technique. Oh no, he had something way worse.
After consuming a cursed finger, like a literal finger, Yuji became possessed by its original owner, the King of Curses, Ryomen Sukuna,
that
the
demon.
most powerful sorcerer in history.
And Yuji's willpower was the only thing holding Sukuna back from controlling his body, killing everything in sight, and taking over the world.
So Yuji got to know his surly new
Salamence.
roommate, and perhaps one
Crazy.
day he would show him
Crazy
a
word.
kinder, gentler path.
A classic shonen hero's journey if I've ever heard one. Yuji would track down and nosh on the rest of Sukuna's cursed
I have
fingers
no clue how
before they
fast
caused any more
Yuji
trouble.
moves, though.
Fulfilling his late grandfather's wish to use his strength in service of others, surrounded by friends.
Helps that he's getting a first-rate education from the
Only
strongest
speed
sorcerer
beats,
alive today.
only speed
Gojo.
beats that I remember from this show is like some shit about Mach 3 with Maki in the manga, when she was fighting Naoya or whatever, some shit like that. I don't know.
Gojo would teach Yuji to harness and manipulate the absolutely absurd amount of cursed
Leave,
energy he
dismantle.
inherited from Sukuna.
Cursed energy is basically like evil ki, and Yuji can use it to
Evil
see
ki?
invisible curses and enhance his already superhuman strength and martial arts skills he learned from his gramps, making him a monster in close quarters combat.
Yuji knows Taido.
Wait,
a
Gramps
Japanese
taught him martial arts?
derived
I didn't even
from
know that.
Okinawan karate. It
Taido?
focuses on agility and flexibility with the inclusion of spins, twists, tumbles, drops, rolls, and fleet footwork.
Which he combines
actually like a
with
thing,
jutsu
or is that
techniques like
headcanon?
Divergent Fist. Yuji strikes an enemy so fast that his cursed energy takes a second to catch up, hitting his
Yeah.
opponent twice and messing up their rhythm.
By perfecting
I'm
that
assuming we'll
timing
see
and
that in the
applying
fade.
cursed energy within 1 microsecond of a hit, Yuji can achieve the Black Flash, increasing the power of his hit by a
This is the
factor
thing that
of
makes him a
2.5.
real demon. I'm not even gonna lie,
A feat
bro.
that would require reaction speeds nearly 1,000
Black Flash at
times
will in his
faster than
prime,
sound.
insane.
It's basically impossible
Y'all
to
have
do
no
at
idea,
will.
bro.
You're
That's
so in the zone when
crazy.
you pull it up that it fully restores your cursed energy and boosts your output to 120%.
Yuji's Black Flashes are so strong in particular, the author himself stated that 5 in a row would have been enough to instantly kill the special grade.
Bro, speaking of Black Flashes though, bro, there's literally people that just watch the anime that think that Black Flash is a Yuji exclusive move. Like, my God, this is what I mean, bro. Y'all, some of you JJK fans, they not even really watching the anime for real. They just watching. They just watching to watch, y'all. Cause that ass people think like, oh, I see some niggas say, oh, that's Yuji's move. Mahito using Yuji. Nigga, that ain't not his move. That is not nobody's move. Okay? And bro, bro, I seen some reactions on the JJK movie, bro, and I guarantee you, bro, half the niggas that watched that shit didn't realize that Yuta used a damn Black Flash against Gato when he socked him in the cheek. Yeah, I like, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Curse Jogo.
Who
Bad,
did
bro.
this and this?
Put respect on Jogo's name, though.
This.
How many has Yuji ever done in a row, you ask?
A lot.
7.
And that's not even the nastiest thing about Yuji's punches.
Because another soul resides in his body, Yuji learned how to target the soul itself, doing damage to opponents who could normally regenerate from his hits.
Yeah, this pink-haired brat was a jujutsu prodigy. Perfect for Gojo's dream. You see, it's lonely at the top, and Gojo wanted to train a crop of pupils powerful enough to share the burden of reforming Jujutsu society.
Until one fateful battle when Gojo was sealed away and Sukuna took over Yuji's body. Then proceeded to, well, commit that whole mass murder thing he was always going on
Show might have the
about.
greatest fights in all of
Turns
Shonen.
out Sukuna is evil. Like, really, totally,
Diced her ass up.
irredeemably evil.
And it also turns out that every twist and turn in Yuji's life was orchestrated by the body-hopping sorcerer Kenjaku in order to resurrect Sukuna and bring about the curse apocalypse.
In Yuji's eyes,
That shit
something
did
he
not
was
happen, by the way.
completely responsible for. And so, having failed his grandfather, Yuji's outlook shifted.
No longer would he fight to protect others, but to kill curses.
And after Sukuna hopped bodies into Yuji's best pal Megami, the king of curses became numero uno on Yuji's shit list.
Yuji's defeated powerful disaster curses like Hanami and Mahito, survived being slammed so hard he cratered the earth,
I don't know
and
if
his
he defeated
comparable
Hanami,
sorcerers
but
like Maki, who tanked getting rammed through entire mountain ranges.
Yuji also learned how to use super advanced abilities, like reverse curse technique, to heal himself from crazy damage. Like getting his
I'm not
torso
gonna lie,
shredded
his
into
bag is
chili.
Yuji's bag is
Ugh.
deep.
And in some other sorcerers' cases, even regrowing lost limbs.
Though it takes a lot of energy to regenerate blood, so after going on a cursed object feeding frenzy, he learned how to manipulate his own blood to speed up his healing, or fire it like a blood beam. A poisonous blood beam.
All of that combined made Yuji just tough enough to finally take on the king
I'm
of...
not gonna lie, this is cool and all, but bro, in season 1 of Chainsaw Man, Denji was getting fucked up. Like, I don't think Yuji's durability even compares to Denji's. From what I see from season 1.
Curses. Although greatly weakened after his victory against Gojo,
Rip. Literally.
Sukuna was
Jesus.
still the de facto strongest being alive. But after hitting him with a Black Flash, Yuji actually copied Sukuna's main ability.
Gojo's plan all along.
This was Prime. With it, Yuji can slice apart any surface he touches, an enemy's flesh, the ground beneath him, even the boundary between two
straight
souls
toes
in
right
one
there.
body. Enough hits can even cause those two souls to separate.
Like a souped-up version of his normal punches.
Even better, Yuji finally gained access to the most powerful weapon in any sorcerer's arsenal, a domain expansion.
Basically, a pocket dimension created by the sorcerer where their ability will hit no matter what. No contact needed. If you're trapped in Yuji's domain, you're getting sliced to ribbons.
With all hit,
You're not only getting sliced though, but it's deeper than that. You getting talk no jutsu. That's what you getting. He dead ass talk no jutsu you in his domain expansion.
his power and training,
I think that should be
and
accounted
righteous
for.
fury, Yuji severed Sukuna's soul
Powerful
from Megami's
ability.
body, freeing his friend from the demon's clutches. But not before offering Sukuna one last chance at redemption.
Which he rejected before dying because, well, evil. Leaving Yuji to grow into one of the most fearsome sorcerers in history.
Turns out the cursed objects that Yuji consumed made him part cursed. And
This is actually insane. The fact that they dropped this damn trailer before a damn Gojo Sukuna, that's insane. Like, this is literally insane. Dropping this is crazy.
his aging to a crawl.
That ass
Giving him
makes no
decades
sense.
of training and battle experience.
I ain't mad at it though.
Mastered blood manipulation, can pull off Black Flashes at will,
Yup.
and shredded entire
Demon.
cities apart with Shrine. Just like Gojo and Sukuna before him, he became the strongest.
But
Demon
what
God.
actually makes someone truly strong?
on fighting
For
with his
Sukuna,
liver pierced.
it was the power to stand
That
alone
ass.
atop all others. But to Yuji, it was the opposite.
Dodge
The
piercing
only
blood,
reason
that is
he
a
had
feat.
survived as long as he had was because of the mercy and sacrifice of his friends.
So Yuji brought together friends and allies, new and old, to create a world eventually free from curses entirely. fulfilling not just
niggas
Gojo's
like hate
wish,
this ending?
but his grandfather's as well.
Because if Yuji Itadori was one thing, he was strong.
Yeah. Alright, this is what I'm excited
If
for.
there are two truths
Denji.
in this world,
Don't know
two
much about
universal constants, it's these. Life sucks and then you die.
Especially for the young boy, Denji.
Who was so poor and unlucky, he doesn't even know his last
Mechanically sold one of his balls. Was that even necessary to add? We just added that just to add that.
name.
With an alcoholic father forever indebted to the Yakuza, and a diet consisting of whatever garbage he could get his hands on, all Denji had in this world was his dog, Pochita.
Who happened to have a chainsaw sticking out of his face. Really putting the tear in Terrier.
Pochita wasn't an actual dog, obviously. He was a devil. Monstrous superpowered beings literally from hell that are created by and represent humanity's worst fears. In Pochita's case, literally the personification of chainsaws.
Oh, he's so cute. Who would be afraid of chainsaws? They're the most versatile tool in the world. Perfect for chopping trees, opening cans, massacring your foes.
Apparently, Pochita had no problem with that last part as he and Denji hunted down and killed his devil brethren.
It's a tough job,
Yeah.
but when selling your testicles
So
won't
one of
pay
my
off your
nuts.
dad's debts, it'll do.
That is, until Denji was
Bro,
cornered and forced to
I
learn
forgot,
about
bro.
those
I
two
deadass forgot how good the animation was, bro. It still is, bro. I haven't watched the movie, but I've seen clips, bro. It looks amazing. This looks crazy, bro.
universal constants.
Like, they really put their
Life
foot in this
sucks,
shit.
and then you die.
But sometimes, if you're really unlucky, there's a third option.
Born from his and Pochita's contract, a literal deal with the devil, Pochita would become one with Denji's body in exchange for Denji to live a happy life.
And so the two fused
Boom.
into a half-human, half-devil hybrid, the
Mm.
Chainsaw Man, aka a one-man,
Yup.
blood-soaked devil-slaying machine.
Going
The
through
perfect
people.
candidate for the public safety.
But look at that, bro. Look at that rotoscope ass walk, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This season was crazy. The animation, bro.
Hunters,
Come on.
led by this piece of work. With nothing controlling him but his raging
this shit
teenage
is low-key
hormones,
weird, though.
Denji would
Remember
battle
the
all
damn
of
vomit
devil
scene with
kind
that
in
old girl
hopes
with
of
the
one day
eye patch?
getting laid.
And he was a natural at killing, not getting laid. As the Chainsaw Man, Denji can slice through just about anything and generate new chainsaws from any surface of his body.
Or swing him around on massively long chains. Oh man, that's so cool.
It helps that Denji is incredibly powerful, capable of lifting and throwing cars, surviving
Okay.
being blasted
Yuji
through
can do
several
that.
buildings, and moving way faster than the eye can see.
And if he happens to get torn apart by some ornery devil, no biggie, because he can regenerate from just about anything.
Denji has survived being
Yeah,
sliced
that's
to pieces,
crazy.
having
That's
his
the
head
issue,
torn
bro.
off, being dipped in demonic stomach acid
That
for
durability.
hours, and even getting his heart ripped out.
Haven't we all?
Devils and their regeneration also should also make them resistant to poison. Okay, so I guess blood manipulation is poison. Factor into this.
Chainsaw Man didn't regenerate
But
his
still,
heart.
though, I'm just basing.
Oh no,
Here.
his heart regenerated a Chainsaw Man.
Even separating Denji and Pochita won't stop them. When Denji was stuck in this alternate dimension, he and Pochita still possessed a metaphysical connection.
Damn, what
Their
the?
stomachs.
While his healing factor can be
just
overtaxed,
deep throwing his
all he
ass.
needs to do is drink some blood and he's back to full health.
And considering that chainsawing devils apart is basically an infinite
What is
blood
happening?
exploit, he almost
I
never
remember this,
runs out.
actually.
Only limited by the violence-induced psychotic frenzy he enters in combat.
Well, he's not actually crazy. Denji might be, okay, definitely is an under-socialized moron led by his
Nah, he
dick,
just horny,
but he's
yeah.
surprisingly clever in combat.
Almost always thinking outside the box and coming up with so dumb they're brilliant strategies to take on devils that should be too strong for him.
In short, Denji was the perfect soldier and was rewarded for his efforts with something that began to resemble a happy life. Aki, the stern older brother, Power, the
Bro,
brat
I got
younger sister,
spoiled on what
and
happened to
Makima,
everybody.
his boss,
Fine
and
shit.
the girl of his dreams.
All Denji had to do to finally score with that dead-eyed redhead was to kill the most fearsome devils in existence, like the Typhoon Devil, who created a massive hurricane, or the Bomb Devil, who could blow up most of a city, or the Gun Devil, who could travel around the world and kill over
Aki's,
1 million
yeah.
people in about 5 minutes.
Aki want that
But
get back.
plot twist, he had to kill Makima too, because she was secretly the Control Devil, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Everything she told
Damn.
Denji was a lie. The happy life he created, the family he made,
Bro,
all of it was
bro,
designed
see, bro,
to
this
be
was crazy, bro. I had no context, bro. I go on TikTok one day and I just see this pop up. on FYP. Nigga, is we crazy? Is we good? Like, bro, come on, bro.
Torn down.
All with one goal: to force Denji to break his contract with Pochita and become her servant. Order 66ing every devil she didn't like. But when Denji did break, Pochita took over.
Now, Pochi might look cute and cuddly, but
So
the
he can take over his
Chainsaw
body?
Devil is one of the
It looks
strongest and
crazy.
scariest dudes in the universe, capable of tearing through hordes of devil hybrids like nothing.
More than enough to give Denji his opening to beat Makima by cutting her
Okay.
up into sashimi and eating her whole. A very similar solution to the Chainsaw Devil's
Like that, nigga. Cannibalism? We eating our enemies now?
most powerful ability.
Anything Pochita eats gets deleted from existence. Yeah, like it never happened
Oh.
in the first place. World War II, gone. AIDS, nada.
I'm not gonna lie,
Nuclear
'cause, bro,
frickin'
doesn't she have some
bombs, a light tasty
crazy ass
afternoon
ability
snack,
where,
thank you very
like,
much.
I've heard,
Or
like,
give me
she gets
chainsaws.
killed and
I
it,
knew
like,
not
goes to
your
somebody
power.
else? Doesn't
He
happen to
also
her?
ate the Death Devil. Yes, Denji ate
Death
death,
Devil?
which means no one on Earth could die.
That cannot be
you
permanent.
Think that's messed
No
up?
way.
Let's talk about his next romance, Asa.
A sweet, shy, awkward girl, perhaps Denji's one true love, except for the fact that she shares a body with Makima's sister, Yoru, the War Devil.
Who herself is in love with the greatest warmonger of them all, the United States of America.
In love with them,
And Yoru was
America.
determined to use her love of the USA to drown the world in a ceaseless hurricane of blood.
Denji, buddy, you ever considered maybe
USA
switching to
versus
guys or
everybody.
something? Because every single woman you meet has tried to kill you.
It was in Denji.
Low key. Wait, did Power probably did try to? I forget. Did Power try to kill him when they first met? Probably. Was it like a random encounter? I really don't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen season 1.
Denji's climactic battle with the War Devil that
Don't
his and
remember.
Pochita's
Huh.
bond finally
Lifted a car in large chunks of Earth. Dodge a spear traveling from the moon to Earth. Dodge a spear traveling from the moon to Earth? So it started from the moon, came to Earth from space? Okay, I guess that was probably moving mad fast. Who knows how fast that was moving? Actually, that could be moving. Yeah. Took a nuclear punch to the face. What does that even mean? Regenerated from just his heart. That's a problem. That's a problem. Outwitted the aging devil. Survived a sword strike containing the mass of Oregon. Nigga, what? The mass of Oregon. Hold on, bro. Hold on. That's kind of that's the mass. That's crazy. No, the mass of Oregon. You telling me all of Oregon?
Denji full
I'm not-
control of the Chainsaw Devil's power.
Survive.
Kind of Denji Man, I guess.
Which he used to kick
Bro,
the War
what?
Devil's ass. And she was no joke, strong enough to shoot Pochita from across the globe with a near light speed 2-ton bullet from the goddamn Statue of Liberty. Better yet, Yoru
Light
was so
speed?
powerful she turned Oregon into a sword. Yes, the
Bro,
state
what?
of Oregon. Crumple the entire landmass into a blade, fly it over to Japan, and swing it at Denji. And he matched its power.
She also
Yeah, nigga, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This GG's. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That's insane. What are we talking about, bro? If this is really the case, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This might be raps. I'm sorry, unless Yuji can just shred this nigga to smithereens. This is insane. Oregon? All of this, I can't fathom. Like, I can't even fathom how much that is. Like, that's
threw the
insane.
American flag at him. The one on the moon. You know, the moon in space. In seconds. And he dodged it.
With
Okay.
the whole world literally falling apart, Pochita realized that becoming
Like,
Chainsaw Man made Denji's
definitely more
dream for a
durable.
normal life impossible.
Something Denji was always too stubborn and selfish to
Might
realize
be more powerful than
until
Yuji,
it was
too.
too late.
So
Based on that
Pochita
organ
did what
feed.
any good dog would do. Eat himself and erase the Chainsaw Devil from existence, creating a new
Oh,
world
really now?
without him and leaving Denji just Denji.
But maybe all this time, Denji was enough. Being Chainsaw Man could not save his loved ones.
how the
but
show
being
ends?
Denji could.
Because, sure, life sucks and then, yeah, you'll die. But while you're stuck in between, chasing your dreams with your buds can help make life worth living.
Is that it? So wait, does everybody just come back in again? I'm confused. But shit, I don't know. Anywho, is it time?
All right, the battle's about to start. But first, pitch calls are back.
Oh.
Yep. Hey, I'm Chad, the voice of
Alright,
Boom with Ben and
That's right.
Sounds like something I don't need to watch. That's what it
an
sounds like.
archivist.
Battle.
Okay, prediction. I'm not gonna lie, that Oregon shit is crazy. It's crazy. But Yuji might just be able to, like, I don't know, he might be able to slice that nigga to bits. Like he might be able to slice his heart up, all kinds of shit, bro. You seen what he did to Mahito? Like, I really don't know. But the Oregon, that's like, I might have to go. I'm leaning towards Denji though. Just like, and then like the speed feats, that moon nonsense. That sounds crazy as well. I don't know Yuji speed feats though. Like I've only heard Maki speed feats. I don't know Yuji, but it's really that Oregon.
Right, the combatants are
bro.
set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a dead
I'm
battle!
leaning towards Denji. For sure. But I don't know. I think Yuji's domain expansion will be the turning point. We'll see. What in the world? Is that how we pulling up now?
Oh no! You're fine. You're fine.
He killed people on the
This
pull
wasn't
up?
my fault.
I've
Or
never
no?
felt such a weird cursed energy like his before.
Say your prayers.
Alright. Weave. Got your chin?
You're a chainsaw curse?
Oh no! I'm the hero to all. Kicker of asses. Magnet to chicks.
Yuji handling him right now.
Devil chainsaw.
Damn!
Let's finish this.
Okay.
Chainsaw instant death technique.
Oh no, he clowning your ass. We really doing this? He clowning his ass. That's crazy. He clowning your ass, Yuji. Lock in! What is this? In the balls? Oh, gotcha. Oh, he got his arm. He got refreshed. Okay. Oh, dismantled. I'm surprised they didn't give Yuji white hair. They ain't used his damn.
Wait for it.
What the fuck was that? What was that?
I realized you had two cursed energy sources in one body, so I separated them.
Oh, a soul punch.
Strange enough.
Dismantled. He just speed blitz him? He did. Jeez. Yeah, that ain't working.
Crap.
I calculated that out. Domain expansion? What is this gonna look like? I'm interested. Are we in the snow? You finna lock his ass down? Do him like Mahito?
You messed up,
We-
baby! Pojidan are our brothers! You'll never keep us apart!
Come on, bro. You can't be getting overwhelmed in your own domain. There you go. There you go. Oh, black flash. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for him to cut him up like Mahito, or at least try to. Dead ass.
Domain expansion.
What? Yo, bro. His domain expansion is kicking someone's butt. Oh my gosh.
I got you to stop moving! See? We can be smart too, huh?
Oh, is he?
Ass. Bitch.
Bro, did he? I think he might just did right. Come on. Oh shit. What? Nigga, you is not Mahoraga. Relax. Boom! Yeah, I'm about to lie. It ain't working, bro. It ain't looking good, bro. For Yuji. Oh!
And a curse. Brothers. You don't see that every day.
You got butcher, bro.
All right, Pochita. I wonder if that burger place is still open.
KO! If
Damn,
Yuji
they
Itadori
didn't
was
like
one
Gojo.
thing, he was strong. Just not strong enough today.
Let's break this down into 4 chapters. Their speed,
Alright.
skill,
Speed,
abilities,
skill,
and
ability.
power.
First off, who was faster?
Yuji's greatest speed feat is the Black Flash. In order to apply
That's
cursed
it?
energy within 1 microsecond of a strike, Yuji would have to move and react at over 900 times the speed of sound.
Oh, wow.
Insanely fast. But remember that time Denji dodged that flag that Yoru summoned from the moon? You know, the one that's over 200,000
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds
miles away?
crazy.
Considering Denji's position from start to impact, all while in the midst of a fast-paced battle, this must have happened in a matter of seconds.
We'll lowball it and say 10. Though it'd probably have to be
Spirit
faster
time.
to use against Denji in a fight.
This means the flag must have been moving over 12% the speed of light.
Over 100 times faster than the Black
Lord.
Flash.
Now, Yuji has gotten significantly stronger since his adolescence, but we know for a fact that in Jujutsu Kaisen, relativistic speeds are something humanity has explicitly
Yuka and Maharaga is confirmed to be stronger than the one Gojo battle? Really? Really?
not yet achieved.
Why is that? Why is that the case? Is that because it adapted more, or is just because?
So it's pretty clear that Denji takes speed.
However,
Damn.
Yuji has made a career out of going up against
Power?
enemies far out of his league by relying on his skill.
Oh,
And what a career it's been! He defeated the King of Curses all before he was even an adult.
he's definitely more
and
skilled,
he
for
continued
sure.
to train and master his jujutsu techniques for decades.
Whereas
Way
Denji,
more skilled.
while certainly a clever, unorthodox fighter, would often get by due to his sheer stubbornness and durability more than anything else.
With Yuji's greater experience and martial arts combined, he was definitely the more skilled fighter.
What
Sure.
wasn't as clear-cut was who had the better abilities.
Specifically, how well they can cut each other and how well they can heal from being cut. So I guess it's their
healing is definitely
cut ability.
Both
Denji.
could survive pretty insane wounds, though Denji's devil healing factor was superior.
The
Yeah.
most Yuji has ever healed were some big slashes against his stomach.
And while other similarly powerful sorcerers like Gojo could regenerate lost limbs, Denji could regenerate almost all of his body from a single cord pull. That being said, Yuji's soul targeting
poison.
attacks have done lasting damage against those with superior healing like Mahito.
Not just that, but literally splitting two souls apart. That's how he beat Sukuna, and he could potentially do the same thing to break apart Denji and Pochita.
However, it's not so simple. Sukuna was already severely weakened at the time, and it took Yuji several hits to separate him and Megumi.
And on top of that, even if Denji and Pochita were split up, we know they keep a metaphysical connection when
Oh my-
apart.
what is this
In
comp,
fact,
bro?
they
What?
were split up when they were fighting Makaba, and they had no problem rejoining. No reason they couldn't do it again here.
However, Denji's healing factor isn't unlimited. He'll need blood to heal eventually, and the range and speed of
Bro.
Yuji's slash
Insane, bro. I'm surprised you ain't even try to cut him up like this, gang. I was waiting for a scene like this. Why he not moving like this in the fight? I was expecting him to chop him to bits, at least, and see if he could regenerate. I thought that was gonna be a scene. Like
would
that.
force Denji to tank them to get up close.
Even if he could, Yuji's healing factor wouldn't last nearly as long against Denji's chainsaws. But then Yuji could back off, Denji chase him, and so on.
Like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, neither had a clear edge in cut ability.
So what it ultimately came down to was power. Who could do the most damage and wear the other guy down
Denji
first?
won that.
Yuji slicing apart an entire city is one of the most impressive feats in all of Jujutsu Kaisen. By measuring the clouds of dust created in his attack's wake,
You measuring
we can
clouds of
estimate he
dust?
launched over 5.5 million tons of debris into the air. That kind of force is equivalent to over 3 megatons of TNT, comparable to a hydrogen bomb.
But unfortunately for Yuji, while he could cut apart a city, Denji was Oregon level.
The state of Oregon
Oh, yeah.
is the ninth.
Fucking insane. When I seen this, bro, I knew it was over, bro. Oregon, my guy, that's crazy. No cap.
largest in the Union by
Like,
total
come
area.
on.
Nearly 100,000 square miles.
Actually
By
ridiculous.
estimating its volume, Yoru compressed a mass weighing over
Yeah,
750
if we're using this,
trillion
he's
tons.
definitely
One swing from that
clears
sword would hit with an
upper
energy
leg
of over
power.
30,000 megatons of TNT.
Which is like
Jesus.
10,000 hydrogen bombs. And not only did Denji survive a swing, he straight up overpowered it. That's insanely strong,
Yeah,
but not
GG's,
inconsistent.
yep.
Like the time Yoru fired that globe-spanning near-light-speed bullet from the Statue of Liberty.
Sure, Yuji's citywide dismantle was done casually, but so was Yoru crumpling Oregon. Yuji's dismantles would need to be 1,000,000% stronger to do significant damage to Denji.
Especially with Denji's OP healing factor, too.
Denji takes the final edge in power. All Denji needed was one good hit to finish the fight.
Is that it?
And with his far greater speed, it was only a matter of time.
Bro, I'm be honest, bro. That is really that organ. Once I seen that organ, bro, obviously I already, just based on what I already seen from Makima, like spoilers from what I seen from her, I thought it was gonna be Denji, but when they were explaining Denji, like the first half of it, I was like, yo, they're not really showing any feats that make Yuji not like, you know, that scares Yuji for me. You feel me? Like, but that organ nonsense, my guy. Soon as I seen that, it was raps. I'm not gonna lie, bro. A sword out of, bro, what? Come on, bro. That's ridiculous.